Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. I'm Nick. So 2024 already has been a great year for music. Today I'm talking about some of my favorite releases that have come out so far this year. There's a bunch of links down below. Make sure to check them out. There's links for the Vinyl Den Facebook group, for the merch page, for the Spotify and Apple Music playlist I put together every week, and the Patreon page. Make sure you go check all that out. Like always, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release episodes. Like I said in the intro, I think 2024 so far has been a fantastic year for music. Some great new releases, some great reissues that we've gotten. Make sure you drop me a comment down below. Let me know what some of your favorite albums of the year are so far. I think there's some great stuff that's come out that I didn't even have on my radar until they dropped. The first album is the Menzingers. This is their new album. Some of it was true. This actually came out the end of last year, but it wasn't available on vinyl until January. This is a band that they've been around for a while, since I want to say like 2008, 2009, somewhere around there was their first album. And, I've heard of them before, kind of casually listened to some of their stuff over the last couple of years. But I just got a serious subscription, I don't know, a month or so back, and I've been listening to Faction Punk a lot. And they play them a lot on there, and that's where I started building some interest in this album. Grabbed a copy when it came out. I've just been really impressed with this one. A couple other new releases that I definitely had on my radar. I didn't really know what to expect from either one of these releases. The first one is Saviors by Green Day. This is an album that, I haven't been a big fan of anything they've done over the last 20 years. Really, since American Idiot, I haven't been a big fan of. This is an album when I first listened to it the first time, I was kind of just okay with. The more I've listened to it, though, the more I've fallen in love with it. And then this is really cool, like a pink or purple galaxy pressing, I think is what they call it. That's what I got from their website. And then the other new release I've got that I've been really impressed with, probably my favorite album so far this year. It's easily my most played album of the year, and that is Blood, Hair, and Eyeballs, the new album from Alkaline Trio. This is an album that I kind of, along the same lines as Green Day, I've been kind of up and down on a lot of the Alkaline Trio stuff over the last few years. Their last two albums were really good, though. I expected this one to be really good. I really loved the singles I heard off of it before it got released. And, so far, it's like I said, it's probably my most played album of the year so far. I just absolutely love this one. I've also seen some fantastic reissues come out this year. I could have done more than just the two I've got. I didn't want this video to be too long, though. These are two of my favorite that have come out this year. The first one is a reissue of Sail Out by Jhené Aiko. This is an album that came out back in 2013. It's like an alternative kind of R&B album. If you're unfamiliar with it, I recommend checking it out. It's a really fantastic album. And, this was available on Picture Disc, because Picture Disc was released, I don't remember if it was 2013 or 2015 when the Picture Disc version came out. I've got it. It doesn't really sound all that great, so I was definitely looking forward to getting a standard pressing of this. Sounds night and day, head and shoulders better than that picture disc version of it. And the one that came out for Rhino's like Start Your Ear Off Right series at the beginning of the year, I knew this was going to be a fast mover. I made sure I pre-ordered a copy just so I can make sure I had a copy of it. But that's Sabbath Bloody Sabbath by Black Sabbath. Easily one of my favorite Black Sabbath albums. And so I had a older pressing. I want to say it was like an early 80s pressing of this. And then I had, I think, a 2015 pressing of it. Never had a sound issue with either one of them. They both sounded okay to me. And then I listened to this new Rhino pressing. I think it was easily a better pressing than both of those. I don't have an original pressing to test this against, but I did have read reviews where, not really the UK pressing, but at least the original US pressing, this actually sounds better than a lot of those original pressings do. Speaking of Black Sabbath, I got a Vinyl Me Please subscription late last year, mainly because they added a rock series to their subscription series. And I've been really impressed with the stuff I've gotten so far. The January release, I think, was the big one. Sold out really quick. It was definitely one I was glad to have. And that is this new pressing of Master of Reality. This is a really fantastic album. I think this is probably one of the lost albums in the Ozzy years of Black Sabbath. Of course, all the other great albums that came out around it, I think, kind of overshadowed this one. But sounds great. It looks really cool. I'll pull it out of the sleeve here. You can see it a little better with the resealable sleeve off the cover of it there. Well, this one is really cool looking splatter. I can pull this out here. Like I said, just an absolutely beautiful album. And off the top of my head, I don't remember the exact release from Vinyl Me Please for their rock series for February. I think it was a replacements album. Whatever it was, I wasn't super into it. I decided to swap it and grab something different. This is from the Essentials line. This is the self-titled album from Fleetwood Mac. I think as much as I like Rumors, I think Rumors gets a lot of hype. I think this is a better album overall from beginning, and I've loved this album since I was a kid, so I was glad to grab a copy of this one, open up and show you what the record looks like. I do think it's cool that all the Vinyl Me Please Essentials albums comes with these. Sometimes it's like an art print, sometimes it's a little picture or whatever, but I think it's kind of a cool little added bonus you get with the record. And then just the standard jacket there. And then on the inside of the jacket, you got a lyric sheet. And then you got a booklet about the album. And then the album itself looks pretty sweet. It's on this black and white vinyl. I think it does great. Kind of really matches the album artwork for the album. Looks pretty sweet. And then the last three I've got are all part of the Innerscope Vinyl Collective. This is a monthly subscription service that Innerscope Records put together. Started back in November. I've got 3 of the 4 albums. And 2 of the 3 that I've got older pressings of, and I think these new pressings from Innerscope definitely sound better than the other ones. One a little bit more than the other, but so they started out in November. This is the thing that really kind of drew me to it. I know this is a release from last year, but I still think it's really cool to talk about. Is this new version of The Chronic by Dr. Dre. Comes with this alternative artwork. Doug did come with the nice slip mat also. So you're getting a little bit more for your money. This is not a cheap service. I want to say with shipping and tax and everything, it's like $46 or $47. But I think you're getting your money's worth with these releases, especially if you love these albums. Now that I got that sleeve out there, you can see the artwork looks really cool. It's got the alternative black artwork on there. I should say that all these are limited and numbered also. I got number 1022 for The Chronic. Looks really cool. I'll pull the record out here and show you what the record looks like. And it's a double LP. It's all on translucent green vinyl. Looks pretty cool. Love the label there in the middle. So one thing I was really kind of interested in with this Innerscope Vinyl Collective is when you sign up for a subscription, you're not locked in anything. So they released The Chronic in November. I canceled for December because I wasn't really interested in the December release. I think the December release was an Obi Trice album, which I wasn't a huge fan of, especially since it's going to run about $50. But I saw what was coming out for February. But to get the February release, to be guaranteed the release in February, which is something I really wanted, I had to sign up in January just to kind of make sure I got it. The January release is one that I actually don't have a copy of this on vinyl. My son actually has a copy, an older pressing of it. He really loves this album. I never really listened to it. But I got this and actually been really impressed with it. It's something I will definitely listen to multiple times. I actually thought about selling it at first, but this is Juice WRLD, Goodbye and Good Riddance. I had never listened to anything by Juice WRLD. I think I'd only listened to one song, or had heard one song off of this. My son had played me before, but I was really unfamiliar with everything else on this one. Like I said, I listened to it. I really like this album. I thought about selling it. I'm going to keep it, though, just because I know I will listen to it multiple times. And then this is number 282. Is the number I got for this one. But it looks really cool. It's got this like chrome red writing on the front of it here. And then it is a double LP. It's on yellow vinyl. I can pull it out here. Just a solid yellow. And then the last album, this is the one I was the most excited for when I saw it was announced. I went on there, immediately signed up for this service in January just so I knew I could get a copy of this one. It's one of my favorite albums of all time. It is the Untitled album from Blink-182. I've been a huge fan of this album since it was released back in 2003. It's cool. It comes with this alternate artwork on there. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's all white. Once I get this wrap off here, you might be able to see it a little bit better. So I pressed 2,500 copies of it. I got copy number 2,172, as you can see on the back corner there. Now I got the shrink wrap off there. You can see the cover a little better. Just an embossed white cover. Looks really cool. Just a standard back sleeve, or back cover there. And then it's just the regular gatefold that's on all the other releases. And then inside this, you've got... The record did come in two, because it's a double LP. Came in these printed sleeves here. Of course, I pull them out and clean them up and put them in good anti-static sleeves. But it did come with a print of the original artwork. And then the albums themselves are on crystal clear vinyl. Just looks really cool. It's got the little smiley face in the middle of it there. Well, that's all I got for you today, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Make sure you drop me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite albums so far this year are. A bunch of great stuff. Like I said, some great new albums, some great reissues. I've definitely been loving these Interscope Vinyl Collective albums. Some other great stuff I know that's coming out over the next couple of months I'm really excited for. But let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me the thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. That's all I got. Until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.